All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Heat number 1. We'll see Brendan Timon and Angie on the front row. Ed Sr., Russell Worth on the second row. Ryan McDaniel, Vern Spring, the third row. Justin Branham and Andrew Thornton on the fourth row. Kyle McCracken, Martin, and Edmund Jones rounding out the field. The drivers begin rolling out for heat number 1. And McDaniel in a Ford paint tonight. Obviously that is physically hurting him. Chris Johnson cheering on Angie. Everybody stacked up, ready to go for Heat 1. This will set the lineup for the inside line. Hayes' car is in. Ed Sr. versus Angie out front. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. They are away. Ed Sr. gets a good launch on the field. Andrew Thornton is in the wall in turn 1. Ryan McDaniel now all the way up into second place. Justin Branham in third. McCracken already up to fourth. Ed Sr. still has a big lead out front. Brendan Timon did not take to the grid. Andrew Thornton heavily damaged after hitting the wall in turn 1. Ed Sr. still in the lead though. Ryan in second. And Edmund Jones back in sixth. Just set the fastest lap so far. Kyle Martin on the high side takes third. Vern Spring out back. Edmund Jones up to sixth. Justin Branham now up to fourth. And McCracken comes by Ryan McDaniel. McCracken now to second. Sets his sights on Ed Sr. Angie currently holds on to 8th place. Andrew Thornton closing in though. Andrew underneath is going to take 8th. And they are 3 wide coming out of the... Oh, Edmonds around. Ryan McDaniel has nowhere to go. Four laps to go. Let's take a look at the incident with Edmund. Three wide out of there. Edmund pushes up across the nose of Ryan McDaniel. Ryan just becomes a snowplow. Ed Sr. still holding him off. McCracken dives it down to the bottom. He wants the lead. And dead even coming out of 4, but the bigger run goes to the high side. Senior holds on. Justin Branham was up there battling, has now slipped back a little bit. White flag is in the air. One more time. Can Ed Sr. get the win? McRecken all over the bumper. He'll dive to the apron in 3 and 4. Senior has the momentum advantage up top. Can he get it done? And at the line, Ed Senior gets the win. McRecken comes home in second, Branham in third. And the prettiest driver out there holds on to 8th place. Heat number 2 will have Connor Knowlton and Matt Moniak on the front row. Brian Hewitt, John O'Brien on the second row. David Lux and Gage Branham on the third row. CJ Ullman, Richie Joplin on the fourth. Points leader Kendrick Cryer rounds out the field. Have to double check. I do believe that is Ed Senior's first heat win of the season. Connor Knowlton is not going to grid. Brian Hewitt will move up. Brian Hewitt, Matt Moniak stacked up side by side. Matt has been on fire. He missed the first 2 weeks of the season. Coming in the third week and has fought his way up to 6th in points. Pace car is in. Out of turn 4, Hewitt in control. Green flag is in the air, they are away. Kendrick Cryer a little loose out of 2. But David Lux, the power move all the way to the apron. Can he make it stick? Slide job. David Lux goes to the lead. Moniak now down to the bottom through 1 and 2. They are banging doors. Coming off turn 2, 3 wide. Holy cow. These guys are battling like it's the last lap. David Lux is loving what he sees in the mirror. Matt Moniak almost got into Cryer. Cryer now down to the bottom. CJ Ullman, Matt Moniak battle for third, but Ullman on the high line has that momentum advantage. Cryer just set the fastest lap of the heat last time by, trying to run down David Lux. But as we saw in heat number 1, that outside line just carries so much momentum off of turn 4. Lux has a blink. Cryer shoots it to the bottom once again. CJ Ullman up top, Matt Moniak, and holy cow, Richie now up into 5th, but man, he was out of shape coming out of that turn. Richie now trying to get underneath Moniak. Out of 4, Moniak loose. Kendrick now to the bumper on David Lux. Lux now moving down lower through 3 and 4, trying to hold Kendrick off. It's a dead heat off 4. Luck's able to use the momentum off the high line. Both drivers loose out of 2. Two laps to go. Richie Joplin has had a problem back behind. Brian Hewitt also caught up in it. White flag is in the air. Kendrick ahead. David Lux drives the crap out of it, out of 2. It's going to be a drag race. Out of 4, Kendrick Cryer pulls it off. And if it was that close in the heat, imagine what the features are going to be like. Drivers have 5 minutes to get warmed up and get ready for the feature. Richie was definitely on the move. Not sure what happened back behind, but Richie back out in the warm-up, getting ready for the feature. And give me just a moment, folks. I'm double checking my notes. I do believe that was Ed Sr.'s first heat win of the season. According to my notes, Ed, that was Ed Sr.'s first heat win of the season. Let's see if we can get a quick word with him. Hey, Ed, it's Doug again. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Your first heat win, man, of the season, and that was quite a workout to hold them off.
That was pretty wild, Doug. I really enjoyed that.
I bet you did, man. You put on one heck of a show out there, and it was a dogfight down to the last lap. It was close coming out of 4.
I thought he had me there at the end. I was like, oh no, but I got just a little bit of a run on that top side. It was like, oh, I got him.
Well, that top side seems to pay off, at least coming out of 4, the momentum advantage, man. A great win, long overdue, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you, Doug.
Ed Sr. finally in victory lane. Glad we got to celebrate with... Oh, it just did, Matt. Glad we got to see that and enjoy that tonight, because he has definitely earned it. One driver out there extremely appreciative of him tonight. Angie has been getting a lot of coaching from Ed Sr. tonight, and it is paying off. Her lap times in practice and in qualifying just consistently came down. And for a rookie driver, as well as she has done here tonight, man, looking forward to seeing how the next few weeks go with her. And just a reminder to the drivers that anybody that wrecks that 7 car will be talked crap about. As I'm the broadcaster and I get to. Andrew Thornton currently the fastest in warm-up, followed by David Lux. What a run Lux had tonight. David Lux led every lap but the last one of that heat. Out there getting that last little bit. Oh, little chaotic. The car is a little loose out of the turns. Great run by David Lux tonight, though, coming home second in his heat. That was quite a fight. And it looked like in the early going, he had him licked. Warm-up comes to a close. It's time to go racing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the feature event, the late models at the Irwindale Outer. Ed Sr. and Kendrick Cryer will start on the front row. Kyle McRicken, Martin, and David Lux on the second. Justin Branham, CJ Allman on the third. Russell Worth, Matt Moniak on the fourth. Vern Spring and John O'Brien round out your top 10. Ryan McDaniel starting in 11th. And Gage Branham in 12th. Edmund starting in 13th. Richie Joplin in 14th. That beautiful driver of the number 7 starting in 15th. And Brian Hewitt in 16th. Andrew Thornton starts 17th. Connor Knowlton in 18th. Brendan Timon rounding out your field. The first woman in Jones BS Racing competition out here, improving week in and week out. We've got a lot of cheers for Angie tonight. Y'all make sure you drop in the comments, cheer on further. Connor Knowlton and Brendan Timon did not take the grid. Kendrick Cryer and McRicken having to drop to the tail end of the field tonight. CJ Allman getting the tires warmed up here. Lights are out on the pace car. He's about to drop in. Ed Sr., David Lutz about to fire. This ought to be a really good battle between these two, and the drivers back behind have their work cut out for them to get past them. Here they come through 3 and 4. Green flag is in the air. They are away. Edmund Jones all the way down on the apron, drifts up, almost got McDaniel. Richie Joplin on the high side going 3 wide. Oh, Ed Sr. a little loose off turn 4. CJ Allman trying to get by. Man, they are using every inch of this track tonight. Russell Worth battling side by side with John O'Brien. Gage Branham just ahead. Richie Joplin still making some moves, battling Ryan McDaniel up top. Edmund Jones now up into 10th. Caution is out, 1 car around. And it looks like it was Ed Sr. Out of turn 2, just gets loose. Moniak nowhere to go. Great wreck avoidance by everybody, managing to dodge that one. David Lux now has the lead. CJ Allman in second. Matt Moniak now up to third. Justin Branham in fourth. John O'Brien now up 5 spots into fifth. Russell Worth now in sixth. Gage Branham in seventh. Vern Spring in eighth. Edmund Jones in ninth. Ryan McDaniel in 10th. Biggest movers so far, Matt Moniak up 5 spots, John O'Brien up 5 spots, and Gage Branham up 5 spots. As they stack up for the restart. Hey, good evening, Kevin. How are you, buddy? Pace car is in. And green flag is back in the air. David Lux quickly moving back up to the middle of the track. We saw him using that high line quite a bit. They are already 3 wide out of 2. Russell Worth moves it up to the high side. Edmund down to the bottom. Gage Branham stuck in the middle, ends up losing a spot, and here comes Richie. Andrew Thornton also in the mix. On the attack, there's a wreck behind. Ryan McDaniel involved. No caution. Now the caution's out. The 66 down on the bottom just gets a big push. That is Kendrick Cryer, the points leader, just gets a big push coming out of turn 2. I have been fighting one of those myself, Kevin. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Edmund Jones now up 7 spots into 6th place. Gage Branham up 4. Richie Joplin up 4. Andrew Thornton now up 5 spots into 12th. Angie also has picked up a spot now in 14th. Lights go out there, stacking back up. Looks like David Lux choosing the bottom for the restart. Pace car is in. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag back in the air. Lux manages to clear quickly. Moniak down to the bottom. Oh, Moniak pushes up, gets into the 97. They both save it. CJ Allman now on the attack for the lead. They are 3 and 4 wide behind. They can run every line as Russell Worth shoots the gap. Holy cow! That is some gutsy driving, and Russell makes it work. 3 wide just ahead is John O'Brien making moves up top. McRecken down on the bottom. Edmund Jones, meanwhile, fighting his way forward, battling Moniak for 3rd. David Luck still holding them off, though, for the moment. CJ Allman closing in. The battling back behind has just been epic as Andrew Thornton now shoots it to the bottom, and Cryer tries to get even lower. Ed Sr., Ryan McDaniel have crashed, and caution is back out, lap 15. Ed Sr. up on the high side, as is Ryan. Oh, Ryan has to come down to avoid the 77, comes across Ed Sr.'s nose. Looked like Angie had a problem a moment ago as well. On the restart, headed into turn one. The car, we talked about how loose it is tonight. The back end just stepping out. Well, if it works, buddy, that'll do it. David Luck still in control. CJ Allman in second. Moniak in third. Edmond now to fourth. Justin Branham still holds on to fifth. Andrew Thornton up 6 spots into 11th, continues sneaking his way forward. Lights are out on the pace car. They stack back up. David Luck's choosing the low line once again. Pace car is dropping back in. Green flag back in the air. Lux fires and is away. Moniak dives really low into 1 and 2. Manages to hold on to a great run up the track. Edmonds got some momentum up top. They are 3 and 4 wide back behind. Once again, Russell Worth has had a problem. No caution yet. 2 wide down the back straightaway. But oh, holy cow. The 49 is around into the wall. Caution. Let's see what brought this one out. Russell Worth had the incident just a few laps ago, pushed up into Ed Sr. and helped correct Sr. and came to a stop. Then we saw the incident going into turn 3 with John O'Brien. The 06 just didn't check up enough. Angie also is back out on track. That lady does not give up. Kevin, I have used the old school remedies myself a time or 2 dozen. Few drivers did go to pit road. John O'Brien is in. Angie is getting a wave around to get one of her laps back. John O'Brien still sitting on pit road. No, he is dropping back to the tail end, it looks like. Edmund Jones now up into second place. McRacken, who qualified in third, had to drop to the tail end at the start of this race, is now up to fourth. Kendrick Cryer qualified in second place, had to drop to the tail end at the beginning of the race, now back up to eighth. Lights go out on the pace car, 1 lap to green. And it looks like David Lux is going to control it, and he's going to start on the high side this time. Hey, good evening, Nathan. Out of turn 4, here we go. Green flag, back in the air. Lux choosing the high side this time, but Edmund's got to run underneath. Oh, they get together. Big one at the front. The whole field is caught up in it. And the caution has not waved yet. Caution is now out. Angie almost avoided all of that. Holy cow, what chaos. All right, let's take a look at this replay. Edmund down on the bottom, just slide jobs up into David Lux, and wow, Edmund really goes for a ride. Angie almost snuck through all of that. Watch this as the chaos erupts in front of her. Slows it down, drops to the apron, weaves her way through. Gets a little bit of the wall, but man, what a save. The big one did indeed just happen. I was really impressed because I know a lot of drivers that have been doing this a really long time that could not have avoided the chaos like she just did. She has taken it into pit road for some repairs, as has Edmund Jones and Russell Worth. And Ryan McDaniel just smacking his head. Edmund Jones did go for, he took flight. Let's put it that way. No, Ryan, she did not spin you, buddy. She barely avoided you spinning. You were spinning when she got there. Lights are out on the pace car. Pace car is in. CJ Allman and Matt Moniak now at the front. Green flag back in the air just past the halfway point. Through 1 and 2, clean. Oh, they're already Ryan McDaniel loose in the middle, 3 wide. Kendrick loose up top. Now they're going to be 4 wide into 3. They are 5 wide just ahead. Andrew Thornton, man, he just cut through traffic. John O'Brien on the march. Brian Hewitt picked up a ton of spots. Richie Joplin now in the middle, 3 wide. Caution is out. Ed Sr. involved, lap 35. The reels for this race tomorrow morning are going to be epic. Senior in the middle. Comes down, Justin Branham right there, nowhere to go. Gets turned, but gets it saved and going. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. All the things. And if Angie keeps on trucking this week, I might actually get the website update out eventually. You can check it out at htsai.net, but what you see now is being completely rebuilt. Lights are out, they get ready for the restart. Pace car is in. Matt Moniak, CJ Ullman out front. Green flag back in the air. Richie Joplin blinked out for a minute. He has not reappeared. Oh, Richie, oh, holy cow, chaos. Lap 38, Ed Sr., David Lux, both caught in this one. Ed just tried to avoid it. Big checkup. Looks like Richie involved in it as well. Looks like when Richie reappeared, he reappeared into several cars and brought out the chaos. Vern Spring got a good view of it as well. Vern tries to avoid to the bottom, and man, all sorts of craziness broke out. Vern Spring and Brian Hewitt both on pit road. Angie Russell officially out of the race. Angie is back out on track. Edmund Jones back out on track. John O'Brien back out on track as well. Vern Spring also towed to pit road. Looks like Ryan McDaniel and David Lux will get waved past the pace car back to the lead lap. Brian Hewitt and Vern Spring on their way back out. As the pace car drops in. Just over 20 laps to go here at Irwindale. Green flag back in the air. And holy cow, they go into turn one. Everybody picks a line. They are just trying to get back 5 wide. Andrew gets loose out of 2. CJ Allman up top, but Kyle McRecken Martin takes the lead. Allman uses that highline momentum. Allman now back to the lead, and McRecken goes for the crossover. I think somebody forgot to tell them they weren't dirt tracking. Kendrick Cryer, the points leader, now up into 6th. Richie Joplin starting to make his way forward again in 8th. Ed Senior David Luck still in the fight, 9th and 10th. CJ Allman, McRecken continue to battle this out up front. Not often you say, oh, holy cow! Allman gets into the nose on McRecken. Gage Branham right there takes the opportunity. He's now got to run for 2nd. Andrew Thornton takes advantage on the bottom. He's moving up into 6th. Edmund Jones looks like he is struggling. He is trying to get back to the lead lap. What a battle. Kendrick getting loose out of 2 on the bottom. Now shoots back to the bottom. Battling with Matt Moniak and Gage Branham. Richie Joplin back on the high line. Trying to highline hustle his way back to the lead. McRecken still battling with CJ Allman. This story just keeps playing out. And there's the slide jump. There's the crossover. I swear I was broadcasting a race at Eldora. Slide jump. Crossover. Kendrick Cryer now up to 3rd. He's going to get in on the action. Here comes Gage Branham. This may come down to who gets the last slide job. John O'Brien is wrecked. He is on pit road. Kyle Martin currently has the lead. CJ Allman, holy cow! That got dicey. Now CJ down to the bottom. Kendrick's trying to go even lower. CJ slides up, and oh, McRecken gets right into Kendrick's bumper. Nice save by Kendrick Cryer. Gage Branham's got one heck of a view tonight. 3 wide off into 3 and 4. Worth noting, Angie now up into 16th. The leader's coming around. This could get interesting. Hold on, Kendrick. Drivers, holy cow! The drivers do have to remember they hit her, and I talk crap about them. CJ Allman back to the bottom. Now Gage Branham in the mix. Holy cow! Kendrick and McRecken get together. McRecken's in the wall. No, I'm sorry. Kendrick is in the wall. Caution is out. CJ Allman, Andrew Thornton, Matt Moniak involved. What a battle it has been so far. Kendrick just gets stuck up in the wall. Gage has nowhere to go. CJ ends up the track. Angie makes it through with a little contact. Ryan McDaniel makes it through, and Ed Sr. makes it through. Andrew Thornton on the high line. He sees everything happening, just nowhere to go for him. Several cars on pit road. CJ Allman, Andrew Thornton, Matt Moniak all in. Angie back on pit road as well. She took quite a hit. But man, she has stayed in the fight all night long. A great job. Angie currently scored in 15th place. Continues to make her way forward. Andrew Thornton is back off pit road. Matt Moniak, CJ Allman on their way out as well. Angie still on pit road. Might have significant repairs required. So now it'll be McRecken and Gage Branham on the front row. Kendrick Cryer, and look who's back up to fourth. Richie Joplin. David Lux now back in the top 5 with Justin Branham. Ed Sr. and Ryan McDaniel, 7th and 8th. Andrew Thornton and Matt Moniak round out the top 10. And somehow Matt Moniak may be the only driver out here tonight that has not been caught up in something. Angie rolling back off pit road as the pace car drops in. Through 3 and 4, McRecken and Branham side by side. McRecken fires there away, green in the air. And already Ed Sr. looking low. Andrew Thornton right behind. Kendrick Cryer now to second. David Lux shoots the gap. Lux gets a little loose out of 4, but he holds on to 3rd. Kendrick Cryer now looks underneath McRecken for the lead. Caution is out. Caution is out. We'll get a green-white checkered. Looks like Ed Sr. may have been caught again. Oh, Andrew Thornton pushes up, and Ryan McDaniel up on the high side. Ed Sr. tried to make room, just didn't have any. So McRecken has the lead. Kendrick in second. David Lux in third. Gage Branham in fourth. Justin Branham in fifth. Richie Joplin now in sixth. Andrew Thornton in seventh. Ryan McDaniel back up to eighth. Matt Moniak in ninth. And CJ Allman in 10th. Edmund Jones currently in 11th. Brian Hewitt in 12th. Ed Sr. is in 13th, towed to pit road. Vern Spring currently in 14th, and Angie in 15th. John O'Brien, Russell Worth, both out of the race. McRecken is always doing McRecken things. And it looks like Kendrick Cryer is going to get in on the McRecken act. Angie still out on track, still in the fight here tonight. Lights are out on the pace car. Pace car is in. McRecken and Kendrick Cryer battling it out. Green, white, checkered. David Lux has been extremely fast, still right there, and Gage Branham has been lurking there all night. Green flag back in the air. McRecken sends it off into turn 1. David Lux had a run underneath, now to third. Gage Branham in fourth as Justin looking underneath. Cryer gets the run out of fourth. White flag is in the air one more time around. McRecken slide jobs it. Can't. Kendrick shuts the door. And look at this. David Lux full send into turn 3. Can he make it stick? They are 3 wide. It's going to be McRecken at the line. David Lux come home second. Kendrick Cryer finishes third. And the one I am most proud of, Angie came home in 15th. Yeah, my girlfriend's a badass. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Kendrick. Kendrick, that was one heck of a green-white checkered, buddy.
Well, that was fun. The whole race, especially the green flag run, like past halfway through the race, that was so much fun battling with Kyle and I forget who the other one was, but it was a lot of fun. And David as well on the green-white checkered. Me and Kyle had the same idea, crossing him over coming out of 4, but he ended up doing the thing that I was gonna do, so kind of took over that. But it was a fun race, though.
It definitely was, man. Likely, Kyle closes up the points a little bit, but not a whole lot. A great finish tonight, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
David Lux comes home in second. David, that last lap into turn 3 dive move was truly impressive, and I thought you had it for a second.
Man, I thought I had it too, Eddie.
That was a...
Sorry, your name's Doug.
I know you're excited. I'll let it go this time. Man, that was a gutsy move, knowing the way that it had been going up front. I mean, you had a front row seat for a lot of that battle earlier in the race, and man, to go for that and make it stick as well as you did was really impressive.
Oh, man, I have a lot of laps here. I mean, not with these cars, but with the super late models. Run around here all the time, and I've practiced that move over and over and make it stick. And I dove it down in there hoping it would stick, and it stuck, but it didn't stick for the one spot I wanted.
Well, man, it was still an awesome run, an awesome finish, and a great points night for you, buddy. Congratulations.
Finally, we finally did it.
Yes, you did. Great job, buddy.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner, Kyle McRecken Martin. Well, McRecken, you were doing McRecken things prior to the green-white checkered there, and it seemed to work out because you got the win.
Oh yeah, that was some damn good racing through. Well, I think that was like what, the whole entire like top 7, top 10 there. Oh my God, we were throwing sliders and crossovers. Oh my God, I haven't had to work for a race that hard.
I did make the comment in the midst of that slide job crossover run that you guys had that it was like broadcasting a race at Eldora. I mean, it was just so awesome watching that back and forth.
Oh yeah, we had I think it was me and CJ that started it, and then Kendrick got up in there. Oh man, that was great. I haven't had to work so hard for a win like that in a while.
Well, man, you did work. You got it done. Congratulations. You'll close the points a little bit on Kendrick, but, man, you're going to have to throw some more sliders over the next 5 weeks.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to keep battling Kendrick like that. We both had damage, both right fronts were screwed up. Oh man, I'm surprised he didn't wreck earlier. I was lifting his rear tires up doing those crossovers. Man, I thought we were done a while ago.
I did too, honestly. When you lifted his back end up, I don't know how the heck he saved it, but man, a great job tonight. Congratulations, you definitely earned that win, buddy.
Yes, thank you, and thank everyone for watching, and thank you for broadcasting. That was one hell of a race.
Yeah, it was, man. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going off script here because I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do, but I have to. Angie, that was an amazing race, sweetheart. I am extremely proud of you. A great job tonight.
Thank you very much. I'm hoping I'll get better as time goes by.
Well, you definitely showed a ton of improvement. I gave Ed Sr. a big shout out earlier in the night that all the coaching he did obviously paid off. And the fact that you just kept going at it, and you had one that big wreck on the back straightaway that you just managed to avoid all the chaos, that definitely says how much you've improved.
Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself for avoiding all that chaos.
Well, I was too. I know the fans were all cheering for you tonight. A great job, baby. Congratulations.
Thank you, and thanks fans at home as well.
Angie came home 15th, but she got the job done, made it to the finish. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to come back tomorrow night, 7:20 Eastern. XCal is back. The final 2 races begin tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Have a great night, everybody.